Did you know that around the world, wedding gifts aren't just about money envelopes or familiar household appliances? There are items and rituals steeped in cultural significance, sometimes making us stare wide-eyed in amazement, or even burst out laughing at their uniqueness. From showering the bride and groom with money to a father spitting on his daughter's head for good luck. It might sound unbelievable, but these are beautiful traditional customs where spiritual values and blessings are conveyed in unconventional ways. And that's just a sneak peek. Want to explore more bizarre yet meaningful wedding gift customs from cultures around the world? Join us on a journey through 10 countries and lands to discover the fascinating and sometimes mind-boggling aspects of couples' big days in today's cultural documentary. 1. Nigeria, a rain of money to bless the bride and groom. Imagine a wedding where banknotes flutter down like rain, not in an action movie scene, but as a vibrant and joyful blessing ritual. Welcome to Nigeria, where the money spray custom is an indispensable part of traditional weddings, especially among the Yoruba and Igbo people. As the bride and groom dance, guests approach them and, instead of giving gifts in boxes or envelopes, they shower the couple with banknotes. Bills of various denominations fly through the air, landing on the floor and draping the couple's attire. The lively music, cheers, and the sight of fluttering money create an incredibly dynamic and unique scene. But don't mistake this for a showy or disrespectful act. On the contrary, the money spray is a way of expressing support, love, and wishes for wealth and prosperity in the couple's new life. Nigerians believe that the more money sprayed on the couple, the more luck and affluence they will enjoy in their marriage. This money comes not only from family and close friends but also from other distinguished guests, signifying the joy and contribution of the entire community. Bridesmaids, groomsmen, or family members are usually tasked with carefully collecting this money. It's not just an initial capital for the couple but also a testament to the affection and generosity of the attendees. This custom also provides an opportunity for guests to express their fondness directly and openly. Today, despite concerns about wasting money or currency management regulations, the money spray remains a distinctive and beloved cultural feature in Nigeria. It reflects a society that values generosity, community, and tangible blessings. Do you find this custom interesting? If you were to attend a wedding in Nigeria, would you be willing to participate in this rain of money? Share your thoughts by commenting with the number 2. 2. Morocco, a 7-day feast and exquisite handicrafts. If you think a wedding lasting 1 or 2 days is more than enough, then journey to Morocco, where a traditional wedding can unfold over 7 days and 7 nights. This isn't just a ceremony, it's a series of rituals, feasts, and rich cultural activities, and of course, special wedding gifts are a must. Throughout these 7 days, the bride and groom, along with their families, will undergo various ceremonies, from the hammam purification bath, the nakacha henna ceremony for the bride, to lavish feasts featuring traditional, flavorful Moroccan dishes. Each day holds a special meaning, marking an important transition in the couple's life. Wedding gifts in Morocco also reflect this intricacy and appreciation. Instead of modern, mass-produced items, Moroccans often prefer gifts with traditional and artistic value. These might be exquisitely crafted gold or silver jewelry, featuring characteristic Islamic or Berber motifs, symbolizing wealth and eternal beauty. Elaborately hand-woven rugs, brightly colored hand-painted ceramics, or intricately carved brass lanterns are also popular choices. These gifts not only have material value but also embody the artisan's skill and effort, and the giver's affection. They are often carefully chosen to suit the couple's tastes and their new living space. Gifting exquisite handicrafts is also a way to preserve and honor the country's rich cultural heritage. Additionally, during the ceremonies, the bride often receives gifts like sugar, milk, eggs, dates, and henna from the groom's family, symbolizing sweetness, abundance, fertility, and good luck. Throughout the 7-day celebration, the atmosphere is always vibrant with music, dance, and blessings. The lengthy wedding customs and exquisite gifts in Morocco show a special regard for marriage and family values. It's a significant investment of time, effort, and emotion, aimed at providing the best possible start for the happy couple. Would you like to experience a 7-day, 7-night wedding like in Morocco? And if you could choose, what handicraft would you gift the bride and groom? Leave a comment with the number 3 and share your ideas. 3. Germany, sawing a log to prove love and a gift from the Black Forest. Right after officially becoming husband and wife, as they step out of the church or registry office, a surprising challenge often awaits couples in Germany, sawing a log together. Yes, you heard that right. A log is placed on a sawhorse, and the bride and groom, each holding one end of a large handsaw, must work together to cut through it in front of cheering family and friends. This Baumstammsägen, log sawing, custom carries deep symbolic meaning. The log represents the first difficulties and challenges the couple must face in their married life. Their joint, rhythmic, and persistent effort to saw through the log demonstrates their unity, cooperation, and ability to overcome any obstacle together. It's a small test of their solidarity and determination to build a future together. The sound of the saw, the cheers, and the radiant smiles of the bride and groom as the log is cut create a memorable and meaningful moment. It's not just a fun game but also a reminder that marriage requires joint effort from both sides. Besides this unique ritual, wedding gifts in Germany also have their own characteristics. A traditional and beloved gift, especially if the couple has ties to the Black Forest, Schwarzwald, region, is the cuckoo clock, Kuckucksuhr. These clocks are intricately handcrafted from wood, with the familiar cuckoo bird appearing to announce the hour. A cuckoo clock is not just a timepiece but also a work of art, a symbol of traditional German craftsmanship, and signifies a happy home where time passes peacefully and joyfully. Additionally, practical gifts for the new household like high-quality kitchenware, porcelain dinner sets, or romantic trips are also very popular. However, the image of the bride and groom sawing a log together remains one of the most unique and charming highlights of German wedding culture. Do you think this log sawing challenge is a good idea to start married life? And would you like a cuckoo clock as a wedding gift? Comment with the number 4 and let us know. 4. Spain, the mysterious black lace mantilla and an eyebrow-raising blessing. Spain, the land of passionate flamenco dances and dramatic bullfights, also possesses wedding customs damn in tradition and a touch of mystery. One unique feature is the image of a Spanish bride in some traditional regions who might wear a black lace head covering, mantilla, instead of the commonly seen pristine white. This black lace mantilla, often exquisitely handmade, doesn't signify sadness at all. On the contrary, it symbolizes the bride's devotion and faithfulness to the groom, till death do us part. Black is also considered a symbol of elegance, nobility, and a hint of mystery, creating a very distinct beauty for the bride on her big day. Wedding gifts in Spain are also very diverse. The parents of the bride and groom often give valuable gifts such as cash, jewelry, or help the couple with purchases for their new home. These gifts express love, support, and the desire for their children to have a smooth start. However, there's an ancient custom in some small regions of Spain, though not common today but still mentioned as a peculiar cultural trait, spitting for blessings. It might sound a bit unhygienic and unacceptable to many, but in A_N_scient belief, this act was thought to bring good luck, ward off evil spirits, and protect the couple from misfortune. It was believed that saliva contained life force and could transmit good wishes. Of course, if this custom were to occur, it would be very symbolic and not everyone would perform it. Today, Spanish weddings are more modern, but traditional values of family, fidelity, and community ties are still highly regarded. Gifts are often more practical, but the core meaning of blessing and sharing joy remains. What do you think about a bride wearing a black lace mantilla? And does the spitting for blessings custom, even if only a thing of the past, surprise you? Share your opinion by commenting with the number 5. 5. Kenya, Maasai people, a special blessing from Father Spit. In the Maasai community of Kenya and Tanzania, one of the most famous ethnic groups known for their nomadic culture and fierce warriors, a wedding is an incredibly important event, marking adulthood and the transfer of responsibilities. And one of the most unique and intriguing rituals is the father of the bride, spitting on his daughter's head and chest as a blessing. To outsiders, this act might seem strange, even disrespectful. But in Maasai culture, saliva is considered a symbol of good luck and blessings. The father, a respected figure in the family, spitting on his daughter before she goes to her husband's home is believed to bring her a happy marriage, many children, and a prosperous life. It's a sacred act, expressing deep love and the sincerest blessings from a father. During a Maasai wedding, the bride is often lavishly adorned with colorful beaded necklaces and vibrant traditional attire. Before leaving her parents' home, she will be blessed by her parents and tribal elders. The bride's mother usually gives her traditional gifts like kitchen utensils made from leather or dried gourds, and beaded jewelry she made herself. The groom and his family also bring gifts for the bride's family, usually livestock such as cattle, goats, and sheep. For the Maasai, livestock is not just property but also a measure of wealth and social status. The amount of livestock exchanged during the wedding expresses the groom's family's respect for the bride's family and the groom's ability to care for the bride. Although it may seem strange to the outside world, the Maasai ritual of spitting for blessings is a testament to cultural diversity and the different ways affection and beliefs are expressed around the planet. It reminds us that the meaning of an act depends heavily on the cultural context in which it exists. Do you find this custom unique? If you could learn more about a Maasai wedding custom, what would you want to know? Leave a comment with the number 6 and share your curiosity. 6. India, bribing for the groom's shoes and gifts of wealth. Weddings in India are a feast of colors, music, dance, and traditional ceremonies that can last for days. One of the most fun and anticipated customs, especially from the bride's side, is juda chupai, literally hiding the shoes. When the groom arrives at the bride's house or enters the wedding venue, custom dictates he must remove his shoes before stepping into the ceremonial area. This is the golden opportunity for the bride's younger sisters and female cousins. They will quickly steal the groom's shoes and hide them well. After the ceremony ends, when the groom needs his shoes to leave, he will face a laughter-filled negotiation with the bride's side. The girls will demand a ransom or bribe to return the shoes. This isn't a real extortion attempt but a highly entertaining traditional game that creates a joyful atmosphere and strengthens bonds between the two families. The groom, with the help of his groomsmen, will have to negotiate, haggle, and even plead to get back his indispensable item. The shoe ransom is usually not very large, serving a symbolic purpose and as a small gift from the groom to his future sisters-in-law. Besides the fun juda chupai game, wedding gifts in India are also very rich and meaningful. Traditionally, the bride's family often gives her a substantial dowry, including gold, jewelry, cash, household items, and even vehicles, to help her start her new life. However, this custom is now controversial and legally banned in some forms due to its negative consequences. From the groom's side or guests, popular gifts are cash in beautifully decorated envelopes, called shagun, jewelry, silk saris, or items symbolizing good luck. In some rural areas, gifting livestock like cows or buffaloes still exists, symbolizing wealth, prosperity, and a cultural productivity. Cows are also considered sacred in Hindu culture, so gifting a cow also carries deep spiritual meaning. The juda chupai custom and diverse wedding gifts in India reflect a rich culture that values family, tradition, and social relationships. Would you want to participate in the shoe hiding game if you attended an Indian wedding? And what do you think about gifting cows or buffaloes as wedding presents? Comment with the number 7 and share your thoughts. 7. South Africa, the sacred flame to warm the new home. In some communities in South Africa, particularly tribes with strong traditional cultures, there's an incredibly meaningful and highly symbolic wedding gift custom. The parents of the bride and groom together bring a flame from their homes to the couple's new home. This flame is no ordinary fire. It is taken from the parents' family hearth, which has nurtured and warmed them since childhood. When parents from both sides bring this flame to their children's new home, it symbolizes the continuity of lineage, the warmth of family affection, and a blessing for a home always radiant with the fire of love and happiness. This ritual usually takes place after the couple has officially married and moved in together. The parents will light a torch or a lamp from their own hearth and solemnly carry it to the newlyweds' house. This flame is then used to light the first fire in the new home's hearth or to illuminate a symbolic lamp in the house. This act carries multiple deep meanings. Firstly, it represents the bond between generations, the transfer of traditional values and life experiences from parents to children. Secondly, fire is a symbol of life, warmth, protection, and prosperity. Bringing fire to the new home implies a wish for the couple to always have a full, peaceful life, and to be protected from evil. Thirdly, it also reminds the couple of their roots, and their parents' love and sacrifice. Besides the sacred flame, other wedding gifts in South Africa are very diverse, depending on the specific culture within this multi-ethnic nation. They could be livestock, especially in rural communities, household items, cash, or local handicrafts like wood carvings, pottery, or brightly colored woven fabrics. The custom of bringing fire to a new home is a unique cultural beauty, showing respect for core family values and belief in the power of traditional symbols. Do you feel a sense of warmth hearing about this custom? If there was a symbolic flame you wanted to give to a newlywed couple, what would it be? Share your ideas by commenting with the number 8. 8. Scotland, blackening, a challenging pre-wedding ritual of love. If you think that before the wedding, the bride and groom are pampered and cared for to look their absolute best, then in some parts of Scotland, especially in the rural northeast, you'll have to think again. Get ready for a pre-wedding custom called blackening, a somewhat horrifying yet incredibly fun ritual with special meaning. A few days or weeks before the wedding, the bride and/or groom will be kidnapped by friends and relatives. The victim is then tied to a tree or a cart and smeared with a concoction of all sorts of terrible things you can imagine: treacle, flour, rotten eggs, expired yogurt, mud, feathers, and anything sticky and smelly tormentors can find. After being bathed in this mixture, the poor bride/groom is paraded through the streets, making as much noise as possible by banging pots and pans. The purpose is to let everyone in the community know they are about to get married. Sometimes, the victim is even taken to local pubs. It might sound like a malicious prank, but blackening is actually a ritual of challenge and community. The Scots believe that if the couple can endure this embarrassment and discomfort together, they will be able to face any difficulty in their married life. It's also thought to be a way to ward off evil spirits or bad luck before embarking on a new chapter in life. Furthermore, it's a bonding community activity where friends and family participate in a collective fun, showing their support, albeit in a somewhat outlandish way, for the couple. After the blackening, everyone usually eats, drinks, and parties together. Although not every couple in Scotland practices this ritual today, and it's often done more gently, blackening remains a unique part of the wedding culture of this misty land. It shows that sometimes, fun challenges and a bit of craziness can make love even stronger. Would you be brave enough to participate in a blackening ritual if your friends in Scotland invited you? And what blackening mixture do you think would be the most impressive? Comment with the number 9 and share your creative or gruesome ideas. 9. South Korea, a pair of karaoke wooden ducks, a promise of eternal fidelity. In traditional Korean wedding culture, there's a gift with incredibly deep and romantic meaning, far surpassing material value, a pair of exquisitely carved wooden ducks called kirogi. Traditionally, during the wedding ceremony, the groom would present a live wild goose, or later, a wooden duck, to the bride's mother. Why wild geese, or ducks? Because these birds are famous for their monogamous habits. Once paired, they stay together for life. If one dies, the other will never find a new mate. Therefore, gifting karaoke symbolizes the groom's promise of faithful, unwavering love and a lasting, happy marriage to the bride. By presenting the wooden ducks, the groom implicitly commits to loving and being faithful to his wife like the wild geese. The bride's mother accepts this gift as an approval and trust in her son-in-law's promise. The karaoke wooden ducks are usually made from precious wood, meticulously carved, and beautifully painted. One is often blue, representing the groom, and one red, representing the bride. After the wedding, this pair of ducks is ceremoniously placed in the newlyweds' home. The way the ducks are positioned also has meaning. If their beaks are touching, it means the marital relationship is good and harmonious. If they are turned away from each other, it might be a sign that the couple is having some issues and needs to reconcile. Today, even though many Korean weddings have been modernized, the custom of gifting karaoke wooden ducks is still preserved and cherished. It's not just a simple wedding gift but a beautiful cultural symbol, a reminder of the value of faithful love and commitment in marriage. Compared to expensive material gifts, this small pair of wooden ducks carries an immense and meaningful message. Do you find the meaning of the karaoke wooden ducks truly romantic? If you could choose an animal to symbolize faithful love in marriage, which animal would you choose? Leave a comment with the number 10 and share your choice. 10. China, a special region, a massive wedding gift, 100 deer dogs or an entire fortune. When we think of wedding gifts in China, we often picture vibrant red envelopes, gold, silver, or items symbolizing luck and prosperity. But can you imagine a wedding gift worth billions of VND, not a supercar or a villa, but 100 deer dogs? It sounds incredible, but in a special region of China, legend has it that gifting deer dogs, each valued at around 27 million VND, is considered a symbol of wealth, power, and a profoundly meaningful blessing for the newlyweds. Just try to picture it, a convoy carrying 100 rare deer dogs, perhaps a special breed with a deer-like elegant appearance, or a metaphorical term for highly valuable pets, entering the wedding hall. The total value of this gift could reach 2.7 billion VND. This isn't just a material gift, it's an affirmation of the family's status, a commitment to prosperity that the groom's or bride's family wishes to bestow upon the couple. This custom, though seemingly extravagant and costly, hides deep cultural values. In East Asian culture in general, and Chinese culture in particular, giving valuable gifts expresses respect, sincere affection, and the best wishes for the recipient. The Chinese word for dog, go, sounds similar to jiu, 9, symbolizing longevity and eternity. Deer, lu, sounds like lu, prosperity, signifying wealth and good fortune. This combination, whether actual dogs or some symbolic animal, implies a wish for a stable, prosperous, and blessed marriage. Of course, not every family can afford such a massive gift. This custom is likely more common among wealthy clans or in symbolic folktales. It showcases the diversity and sometimes extremity in expressing affection and social status through wedding gifts. What do you think of this heavy-duty gift? Does it truly bring complete happiness, or is it just a burden and pressure for those involved? Leave a comment with the number 1 and share your views. We've just explored 10 unique and colorful wedding gift traditions from around the world. From massive gifts to somewhat strange rituals, each custom reflects a unique culture, belief, and way of expressing love and blessings. No matter how different, they all aim for a common wish, a fulfilling and happy married life for the couples. Thank you for following our cultural documentary to the end. We hope this journey has brought you interesting knowledge and a new perspective on the diversity of cultures around the world. See you in our next videos, with even more surprising discoveries.